Okay, the next common personality conflict between personality archetypes is between the organized person, the doctors, the lawyers, the accountants, the people that love to create structure and strategy, and the wacky creative idealist that loves to color outside of the line, though doesn't like to follow the rules unless they absolutely have to, that leaves their body, that won't hold a stand, that appears like they need drugs, like they need to be labeled some letters and given a drug to sedate them, right? Not necessarily true. Mozart was this way. And if you saw the, I think it was an 80s or 90s movie about Mozart and Salieri, you might want to listen to that, watch that one. Okay, so like I said before, this person, the organized person, loves rules, organization and orders, and the creative idealist, not so much. So, like I mentioned before, like my dad was very structured and organized, and he had me as his daughter. And he put so many rules around me that I felt like my wings were clipped. And to please the parent, they're going to act like the parent. I just met a friend a couple weekends ago. I'm in a speaking retreat in Montana. She was a lawyer. And the only reason was she was a lawyer was her achieving brother said, well, why don't you be a lawyer? But her sole personality was this. So she's smart enough. She was able to do the lawyering stuff, but it drained her and she was depressed and she got out and now she earns her living. She's fantastic as a ventriloquist puppeteer, teaching humor, strategic humor in lawyers' office, doctors' offices, government offices. The role plays. She's got a powerful message, powerful mission. So that's what happens when you can understand what's happening. And then like for me, it took me a while to realize that my wacky nature didn't mean there was something wrong with me. It was just that he thought there was something wrong with me and didn't understand that I needed to let my hair out, that I needed to be wacky. But I'm forever grateful because I can do both now. I can be organized, stresses me out over time. But then think about it, if you're an organized child who has a wacky parent, you grow up really fast because someone's got to put food on the table, someone's got to pay the bills, someone's got to make sure I get to school on time. And this person, typically not so much. So you've seen how this relationship can cause a lot of misunderstanding. The organized person needs the crazy person, the person that thinks outside of the box, to expand the size of their box. The creative person needs the organized person to take their wild and amazing innovations, ideas, and projects and create order and structure to them so the world can embrace them, so the world can use them. So you see how they need each other. That's what the relationship in conscious and awareness, in love that's aware versus love that's unaware, that's defensive. The other thing is, I worked with a coach. She was my client a couple years ago. She was trying to decide on if she should focus really on leading retreats in exotic places or for her business, or gather the niche of entrepreneurs in her neighborhood to serve for lunch and learn business coaching. She was like, I don't know which one because they're both appealing. I worked with her and she discovered that the primary way that she loved to lead was with connection, gathering people together and having a really, really good time. So the big aha came up for her when she said, she was trying really hard to get people to come to her lunch and learns. And, it was like crickets, like nobody showed up. She organized a retreat on a lark and it filled up. She has profit. They all had a wonderful time. So that was her answer. So I want you to go ahead and do some journaling. Write down the ahas. And if there's questions, feel free to, if you go to callgracemosgeller.com right down here, there's a contact form and you can just send me those questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, when you're ready, come on back.